So Paul, Ward High Tech, this machine behind us, what offers do they have on this? Because I heard it's a really good offer.
Yeah, well, this is a Hwacheon machine. There's plenty of machines here, not just here in Sheffield, but at their satellite site in Rugby. This is just one of many models that's available from stock. Now, the very attractive part of what we're going to talk about today is, of course, the machine, but secondly is the commercial terms. Now, these machines, would you believe, what we're talking about here, and amongst all the others that you can find on their website, can be purchased on a buy now, pay May 2022, which is some scheme. That's 12 months.
It's a huge offer.
If I'm correct in calculating, of free, potentially free machining. Now, of course, as terms and conditions apply to that, you need to talk to Ward High Tech, but they're so flexible with what they offer on their finance. So that's the kind of the commercial sales bit out of the way.
That's good to know, though, and also we heard a story as well that you can actually give an old machine as a deposit. So there's another side of it. So we'll talk about that later as well. But looking into this machine, it's a huge envelope, isn't it, Paul? But it's got a small footprint. So tell me why these two-axis machines are still going into engineering companies. Why do people still want these machines?
Well, it's a really valid question because we talk a lot about multi-axis machines, multitasking machines. We've reviewed just earlier a machine with a Y-axis and sub-spindles, yet we're standing now in front of a machine that really is just simply about turning. Now, it really does depend on the application. You can have machines now that you can be turning components, and it may be better for your company to take them off that machine to reduce bottlenecks on a machine and then take them across to a milling machine for another operation. It may be the part is just a ring that just needs turning.
Easy.
It could be that. But in addition to that, what you do need then is to look at what surrounds the axis capability of the machine.
It's not just that, though, is it? Obviously, we know that these machines, they're industrial, they're sturdy, they're strong. Give us a bit of information about how big this turret is, because it's huge and it's going to be taking big cuts on that material.
Well, it is. It's a 12-station turret and it's a BMT 65. The security, the mounting of tools is critical in making sure that when you're hitting material, there's no flex, there's no movement. So the size of the turret is one thing, but the tool mount is secondary to that, which is the BMT 65. A 12-station turret on this machine, so plenty of opportunity to have more tools on it. But to go with the turret, you're looking here at a box guideway construction. You're looking at a machine that I see here is 8 tons in weight.
Wow.
A machine that can turn almost up to 1.5 meters between centers. Now, there won't be many machines around in stock on the commercial terms we talked about with potentially those dimensions in turning length and turning diameter.
100%. And we've also, you can see, we've got a tailstock in there. Talk to me about the steady rest as well, because that's an option.
It is a steady rest. I mean, if you're going to get the best out of a machine like this and you want to hold longer components,
yes,
then you're going to want a steady. And you can obviously secure that to the base of the machine. You can then be assured that as you're turning the full length of a shaft, that it's held firmly in place. So those are all options that come with this machine, as well as things like the tool setting arm. On this machine, we've got a 10-inch chuck, but there are probably options. In fact, this is a 12-inch chuck. There are options for the chucking solutions on it. It's 76mm bar capacity. Great access. I mean, you know,
it's huge, isn't it?
You're in the machine.
Yeah, it's huge, and that's the thing. It's not just a two-axis machine. It's got so much more than that, and also you can have it in Fanuc, you can have it in Siemens, so you can customise it to what your company uses, really.
And you have to remember that Hwacheon is the largest privately owned machine tool builder in Korea. So
wow,
they are, you know, they're certainly punching below their belt or above their weight, or however you want to say it. These guys have been building machines for many, many years, are very good at it, and Ward High Tech are very good not just bringing them in, but selling them and supporting them. And they've done very well recently because of their buy now, pay later schemes. And, you know, I think one of these machines, they took an order, and within 16 days the deal was done.
Yeah.
The machine was in, the guy was cutting metal, and he hasn't got to pay anything for 12 months.
And that's where customer service, got a great machine behind us, but you need that customer service as well to go hand in hand. Like you said, just over 2 weeks, the machine was on the floor and it was running. And if you're doing that, in May 2022, your machine can be making its money back in less than 2 weeks.
Before you've even had to pay anything, you can be making money on this machine before you've had to pay anything. Contact Ward High Tech at their website, wardhightech.co.uk.